all these women just prefer beer and cross on the sword instead of pursuing pantomime for their man. So please that children.
And here we go with round one. HMB3 Czech Republic. HMB3, who we said earlier stood watching the Czech fight Team USA. And there goes that big hit in there by that HMB3 halberd user. Czech fighters answering there with a good shield punch. Again, we're seeing a very, very evenly matched first round. No down fight. HMB fighter's going to go for a run. They might be successful here. Very, very astute of that Czech fighter. Saw that coming in the last second and had her arm already wrapped around the list. Well, the HMB fighter's going to try to push her out from under the list. Doesn't quite succeed. Here comes that HMB fighter in the Mongol armour with the halberd. Going on to the arm and elbow, looks like, of that Czech fighter. And switching to the lower back. Okay, trying to go for a leg sweep. And there goes down the first Czech fighter. Got an advantage here now for HMB3 in the numbers game. See if they can use this. And that could be pushed out. Fantastic work there, pushing the fighter right out the arena. A significant number advantage to HMB3. Wow, HMB3 really putting in the work this round. 5-on-2 now. And they're going to take a fight, and that is 5-on-1. Fantastic first round victory. HMB3, I think they're going to be really, really happy with that result. And after this we have, as you can hear by the announcer, USA versus HMB1. Menix there having a look at one of the down Czech fighters. Her helmet is off, but she's walking out on her own. I think what I would expect to see a very aggressive start now from HMB3 to really capitalise on that first round win. Seem keen. Here we go with the start of round two. Big Howard hits the back of the neck, head there. Knees going up there from that HMB3 fighter, trying to bring the head of the Czech fighter down. Send it into a collection of clinches here. That halberd user from HMBIA very successfully in taking down the opponent. So there's a marshal there, may have been pointed his neck, and then fighters go down together. Yep, looks like we have another injury there, so they're stopping the fight in its entirety. Let's get the medics into the list. Second fight in a row now. There's been a halberd blow to the back of the neck. That's of course a not allowed target zone for obvious reasons. Get that replay there, see that halberd hit go in. There it is there, that first hit, and there you go, that is right at the base of the helmet there. Repeated strikes, it looked like, to the back of the head, neck area. 3 or 4 strikes seem to go into that zone. Great that we can get that sort of replay quickly to really have a good insight into what happened. Great work there by the camera team, having the perfect angle for that for us. Looks like that fighter, they stood her up and now she's laying her back down again. I think they'll be stretching her off. I think for a minute there that she thought she might be able to walk herself out, but I think the medics have said second thoughts, it's not a good idea. There she is, being stretched off. Second women's fighter now to be stretched off the field. Same reason. Of course, fighters can be given yellow or red cards for rule breaks. Now, I can't say I've seen the marshals do that in this instance, but they are discussing in the middle. There's still be a lot of discussion going on with the marshals there. Just trying to listen in on what the marshals are saying so we can try and give an update as to what's going to happen next. Still are 4 HMB3 fighters standing in the list. I'm only seeing 1 Czech fighter standing in the list still. Of course, first round went to HMB3. if they do a restart with looks like there's 2 Czech fighters in this. It looks like it would be a 4-on-2 if they do a restart. Marshall still deliberating what they want to do. And we can just see an ambulance in the background moving around the arena. And they're doing a restart, 4 versus 2. Instantly gone into some clinches on both sides of the list. We've got the HMB3 fighter running between. Not much force or momentum to that run. Desperately trying to help her teammate there drag down that Czech fighter, get them away from the list. Czech fighter putting on a hell of a resistance though. Good shield punch there from that Czech fighter on the left hand side. They're really struggling here. I think it's going to be another very even round with these long clinches that do exhaust fighters. That clinch on the left has stopped, and here comes a Czech fighter. Doesn't do anything, runs over to the list and then immediately wraps her arm around it. That doesn't do anything else. It's a shield punch there, doesn't seem too phased. And it's got one sort of big huddle now. HMB3 fighter definitely trying to pull that Czech fighter away from the huddle and away from the list, but does not succeed. Her arm is now wrapped around, but they do take out one of the Czech fighters. I think this is now hard to see here how many are standing from each side because they're all so densely packed in. I think we're seeing still 2 Czech fighters up. Again, difficult to see in amongst that. And there we go. I think that might be a second round victory to HMB3, and it is. That's their first overall fight win following the draw earlier against Finland. I'm sure they'll be happy with that result. Now we have the USA versus HMB1.
Signore e signori, 4 punti per HMBIA 3 che vince